Let's continue here on the program. We're joined by a young woman. As a matter of fact, when you talk about hip hop and lyrics, one of the best in the game, as a matter of fact. And Is You Crazy is absolutely bananas. You got to check it out. Always Lady London premieres exclusively on Tubi on Friday, October 10th. She's a Howard University graduate. She is Lady London. She joins us here on the program. What's going on, Lady London?
Nothing much. How are you?
I'm doing good. I got to start here because, see, I'm a Morgan State graduate, so I understand. I understand the whole HBCU thing. Speak to me about how Howard University helped to shape who you are.
Howard definitely played a huge impact on the woman that I am. When you go into a space, I was 17 years old when I got onto Howard's campus. And so, I think I became a woman at Howard, quite literally. It shaped just meeting people from all different walks of life, just understanding and having consciousness of my blackness and how it, showed up in the world. It really taught me how to not only assimilate into the world with a stride and with pride, but also just a sense of resilience and tenacity that I think HBCUs kind of builds into your character. I think if you can make it at Howard, you can make it anywhere.
Yeah, I think if you look, I went to Morgan. If you can, I say the same thing. If you can make it, at our schools, is the bottom line. You can make it anywhere. What's interesting is watching the premiere of, or the first episode of Always Lady London. Your mother very integral in your life. Is that? How did you end up at Howard University?
I've always wanted to go to a HBCU. I've always been fascinated by it. I was the first in my family to attend college, and my mom didn't go to college. My father didn't graduate high school. So this was like one of those moments for me that was really, really important. I went to a high school that was 3% black, and I was bussed out 2 counties every day to go to school in a better area than what I grew up in. And so I think I've always wanted to see representation and black excellence in a way that I hadn't been exposed to it in my community or in my schooling prior to. To be a part of an alumni network that graduates the highest number of black PhDs and lawyers in the country was pivotal for me. Everywhere that I go, the chairperson or the president of that organization went to a HBCU, and that's such a prideful thing for me to be a part of that community.
Why did you want to take people on this journey? Again, we mentioned Always Lady London. Why did you want to take people on this journey?
I think it was important to allow my fans to get an introspective look into my career from inception. I know this seems like kind of an early time to be doing a documentary, given I haven't reached the pinnacles that I plan to, but I think this is an opportune time to show people, kind of boots on the ground and showing them exactly how much sacrifice goes into not only making an album, but essentially touring it, naming it, getting the production and sonics correct. And, I just wanted people to kind of get that access in, finally.
That's the voice, and you can see her right now, of Lady London. Of course, Always Lady London. It premieres exclusively on Tubi Friday, October the 10th, as she joins us here on the program. It's interesting. I believe you began your career, this part of your career, because you were getting ready to go to medical school. That's pretty big, right? And that was 2018 that you started this journey of your career, if you will. Is your career in terms of entertainment, writing, rapping, performing, etc., is it progressing the way you would like for it to?
I think it could be on more of an upward trajectory, of course, and I would hope for it too in the years to come, or the months to come, ideally. But I'm very proud of the progress that I've made thus far, because I've spent a lot of time honing my craft, putting in the 10,000 hours of mastering what I do, and evolving with time as well. So I don't think that I'm at where I want to be, but I'm proud that I'm not where I began. And I think that's important for me.
It's big, and I totally get where you're coming from, especially in that first episode, because you're with Def Jam. It's a major label. When you're doing stuff independently, and like, I get exactly what you're saying, because what we're doing is independent here. But it's like, when you go sign with a major label, now it's a situation where it may not progress as quickly as you would want it to. Is that sort of where you feel like you are right now, particularly with Def Jam? I know I think you released an album already with Def Jam, but is that kind of where you are?
Yeah, I released the extended EP previously when I first signed with Def Jam, but yeah, I definitely feel a bit of stagnation and I guess a bit of a plateau since joining the major side of things. But obviously I'm still making strides within my own individuality to get to the next places in my career, and that's what I hope to show in this doc.
No doubt about it. What can we expect further in the documentary? Like I said, I had a chance to preview the first. What is this? How many? It's a docuseries. So what do you have?
3 episodes.
3 episodes. Yeah. So what are we going to see maybe in the subsequent episodes?
Yeah, so you'll get an introspective look into kind of like my day-to-day. You'll see producers kind of wake up with me in the morning, navigate the day with me, get through studio sessions, get through live performances, radio, press interviews, stage coaching, preparing for, the Coco Jones tour as an opener for her, kind of watching the progression of what happens day to day and how much Def Jam meetings where we preview the album for the team to hear ahead of time. So it's just a lot. I think you kind of get a lot of just day to day.
I'm older, but I ain't that old. But I come through the time of, MC Light and then you kind of progress to Lil' Kim. You had Foxy Brown, Eve, all of them. In this day of hip hop, like, it wasn't that many female rappers, is I guess what I'm getting at. Now there are a lot, and quite frankly, female rappers are on top of the game, quite frankly. What is it? Can you speak to sort of the progression in terms of, female rappers and you being one of the top MCs, as a matter of fact?
Yeah, I think we're seeing an influx of female rappers come into the game now, probably more than we have seen in the last 30 years, maybe even more. And I think it's amazing that we are reclaiming our power and our voice in this space. Would love to see more inclusion as far as subject matter and different sounds sonically to enter the space as it relates to women. I think we are kind of on a one-track kind of, narrative at the moment. But I do think that there's a shift coming amongst us that will allow for others to kind of come in and get their voice heard as well. That's what I'm at least hoping for.
Last thought, Lady London, we really appreciate the time. Is You Crazy, like I said, is crazy, if you will. What sort of next new album? I think you said you're on tour, but what sort of next? Do you have a new album coming out soon?
Yes, absolutely. So in addition to my Tubi documentary dropping on 10/10, I also have a single called 10 that's dropping on 10/10 as well. And then next year, we're looking forward to my first debut album called To Whom It May Concern. So we're really excited about that.
Always Lady London, again, premieres exclusively on Tubi on Friday, October the 10th. Stars the one and only Lady London, who joins us here on the program. Lady London, really appreciate the time. Continued success in all you do.
Thank you so much. Have a good one.